The Screaming Spectre of Peckham Rye. According to the legend, the woman who was murdered in Peckham Rye was a maid who had been having an affair with her employer. When she became pregnant, he killed her to keep the affair a secret. Her ghost is said to scream at night, and some people have reported seeing her ghostly apparition. The Haunted Mansion of Berkeley Square. The mansion on Berkeley Square was built in the 18th century and is said to be haunted by a number of ghosts, including a young girl who died in the house and a man who committed suicide there. There have been reports of ghostly apparitions, strange noises, and unexplained movements. The Haunted Tube Stations. Some of the most famous haunted stations on the London Underground include Bethnal Green, which was the site of a tragic stampede during World War II, and Covent Garden, which is said to be haunted by a nun who was bricked up alive in the station's walls. Doesn't say when. The Ghost of Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd is a legendary figure who is said to have murdered his victims by cutting their throats in his barber shop. Sweeney Todd wasn't a real person though, but it was based on a real person. It doesn't say that here for some reason. Which was located on Fleet Street. His ghost is said to still haunt the area, and some people have reported seeing him walking the streets at night. The Cursed Puppet at the Victoria and Albert Museum. The puppet at the Victoria and Albert Museum is also known as the Jolly Sailor, and was created in the 18th century. It is said to be cursed because it was used as part of a magic ritual to bring about the death of a young girl. The puppet has been blamed for a number of strange occurrences over the years, including unexplained noises and movements. They all seem to have trouble with movements. This is the Gothic horror story of the vampire of Highgate Cemetery. It is said to be one of the most terrifying tales of the paranormal in London, and its origins are shrouded in mystery and darkness. According to local legends, the vampire of Highgate Cemetery was born from a group of Satanists who practiced their rituals in the cemetery during the 1970s. They were believed to have summoned the demonic spirit of a Romanian nobleman who was said to have had dark connections to the occult. The details of how this ritual was performed and what exactly was summoned are still unknown. Highgate Cemetery is located in North London and is known for its eerie and Gothic atmosphere. The cemetery has a long and storied history, with many famous people buried within its gates. It's said that there were rumours of satanic magic taking place in the cemetery during the 1970s, and that the vampire of Highgate Cemetery was just one of many supernatural beings that roam the grounds. Witnesses have reported seeing a tall figure with piercing red eyes and a long black cloak lurking in the shadows of the cemetery. Some claim to have seen the figure hovering above the ground, while others say that they felt an icy chill run down their spine as they passed by, and there were also reports of attacks on animals and even humans, which were believed to be the work of the vampire. In the 1980s, a group of people organised an exorcism of the cemetery to rid it of the vampire's presence. They performed a ritual that included holy water, crosses, and chanting. After the exorcism, there were no more sightings of the vampire in Highgate Cemetery. However, some people still believe that the vampire is still lurking in the shadows, waiting to make a return. Today, Highgate Cemetery is still a popular destination for tourists and paranormal enthusiasts. There have even been recent sightings of the vampire. Some people believe that it is only a matter of time before it returns. The legend of the vampire of Highgate Cemetery continues to intrigue and terrify people, and it remains one of the most enduring tales of the paranormal in London. Sorry, falling over my own words.